I am Divya Gupta from Kendriya Vidyalaya IIMS Kalinga, TGT Maths. Welcome to the session. In today's session, for class 9 mathematics and class 10 also, it is specially the factorization of a cubic polynomial. There are different methods for factorization of cubic polynomials. Let us take a few questions, one question for each model, and let us do. Let us learn by doing. First question. It is a polynomial. We can write this polynomial in the form of an identity. By making use of an identity, we can find the factors. As soon as we see this factor polynomial, we have to remember an identity. The identity is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube is equal to 8 plus b whole cube. This identity we have to remember, and we have to write in the form of an identity, that is, it is a perfect cube. This is also a perfect cube, and automatically the two middle terms are here. The two middle terms here, 2x whole cube plus 3 into 2x whole square into this is 3 cube. Therefore, the next big term is b 3 plus 3 into 2x into 3 square plus this is 3 cube. It is in the form of a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Here, in place of a, we have 2x. In place of b, we have 3. The values of a is equal to 2x and b is equal to 3. A is from identity, 2x is from the question, b is from identity, and 3 is the value from the question. On substituting a is equal to 2x and b is equal to 3, we get in the identity 2x whole cube plus 3 into 2x whole square into 3 plus 3 into 2x into 3 plus 3 cube is equal to identity 2x plus 3 whole cube. A value 2x, b value 3. I have substituted in the identity. LHS is exactly the question, RHS is the answer. This we can also write in the form of 2x plus 3 into 2x plus 3 into 2x plus 3. This is the answer. When you apply the identity, just in 2 steps the answer. Now let's go for question number 2. It is a second polynomial. This is a special polynomial because a polynomial in which the product of two middle terms and the product of two extreme terms are equal. In case the product of two middle terms and product of extreme terms are equal, we follow a simple method. It is like a quadratic polynomial. How it is polynomial? It is factorized. The idea we can use here. From the first two terms, from the next two terms, a common factor from the first two terms and another common factor from the next two terms. When you take here x squared into 2x minus 5, from these two common factor 6 into 2x minus 5. Suppose the product of two middle terms and the product of extreme terms are equal. When you take common factor from the first two terms and the common factor from the next two terms, here whatever inside the bracket we get, the same we will get is the principal. When you make use of this principle, the polynomial is containing 4 terms. After taking the first stage of the common factors, it is divided or it has come to the form of two products, product number 1 and product number 2. In these two products we have a common factor 2x minus 5. On taking this 2x minus 5 common factor, left out here it is x square, left out here it is 6. These two are the two factors. Or we can also rewrite this 2x minus 5 into x square plus 6. There is no rule that we should get always factors to the second degree polynomial. In case there are any further factorization, we can go for, but here x square plus 6 is a second degree polynomial which has no factors. Therefore, this itself is the answer. Now, let's go for question number 3. The third polynomial is again a different polynomial. It's because when you see the polynomial, there are quotients. X cube quotient is plus 1, x square quotient is plus 4, x quotient is minus 19 and constant is 14. Suppose if you add all these quotients, 14 plus 4, 18, 18 plus 1, 19, and this is minus 19, sum of the quotients is equal to 0. In case a polynomial in which sum of the quotients of the polynomials is 0, the rule is x minus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. Let's go for the actual procedure. Here, sum of quotients of the polynomial 1 plus 4 minus 19 plus 14 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 1 is a factor of polynomial. This is as per the rule, or we can go the remainder and the factor theorem. Suppose if you go for factor theorem, p of 1 is equal to 1 cube plus 4 into 1 square minus 19 into 1 plus 14. This is also 1 plus 4 minus 19 plus 14. This is equal to 0. This is as per the factor theorem. Whether you use this rule or you use factor theorem, we will get the same. Now, on the basis of this, if it is decided that x minus 1 is a factor, either by doing division or by using some other alternate method, we will find a factor. See how I get px is a polynomial. According to this statement, it is decided that x minus 1 is a factor. Therefore, easy and shortcut method. Of course, we can use the synthetic method also, synthetic division also. I prefer this. X cube. So I will write x square. One of the x is to be displaced by x minus 1. This is a 4x square. Here minus x square into minus 1. So it should be 5x square x into x minus 1. This is minus 19x and already minus 5x. So it should be 14 into x minus 1. Minus 14x minus 5x and minus 14x together minus 19x. Minus 14 into minus 1 is plus 14. So here it is x minus 1 into x square plus 5x minus 14. If you do normal division, this is the divisor, this is the quotient, and the remainder is equal to 0. So successfully we got the quotient. To this quotient, the second polynomial of second degree, the factorization. X square is 5x minus 14, that is x split the middle term, 7 2s are 14. So here I can write 7x minus 2x minus 14. For an idea, 5x can be written as 6x minus 6 or 7x minus 2x. If you multiply, we will not get the required product minus 14x square, so it is wrong. If you multiply, the required product is exactly the product of extreme terms, and this product are equal. So x into x plus 7 minus 2 into x plus 7. Now on this basis, x minus 1 into, we can say x plus 7 into x minus 2. The same comes here, x plus 7 into x minus 2 is the answer. ये third degree polynomial, linear polynomial linear polynomial 2, linear polynomial 3. The three linear polynomials are factors of the polynomial. I hope you know that a polynomial is written in the form of product of two or more smaller polynomials is known as the factorization of the polynomial. Suppose if the polynomial is of degree 3, at the most the polynomial will have 3 factors. If the degree of the polynomial is 4, at the most it will have 4 linear polynomials as its factors. Now let's go for question number 4. In this polynomial, it is also a cubic polynomial. There are 4 terms. In this polynomial, let us check whether the sum of the coefficients is equal to 0 or not. The coefficients 1, minus 4, minus 29, minus 24. Here the sum of the coefficients is a big negative number. It's not 0. Therefore, it indicates that the polynomial is not having the factor x minus 1. Now, there is another rule to study, that is for finding the factor x plus 1. That is, it is x ka odd power. This is also odd power of the x. Here, the coefficient of x cube is 1 and coefficient of x is minus 29. Sum of the coefficients of odd powers of x, it is minus 28. And even powers, x ka power 2, it's an even power. The coefficient is minus 4. X ka power, it is x to the power 0. 24 means 24 into x to the power 0. It is considered as an even power. The quotient or say constant, it is minus 24. Sum of the coefficients of even powers of x, this is equal to minus 28. Here, the sum of the coefficients of odd powers is equal to the sum of the even powers of the coefficients. Therefore, this polynomial is having its factor x plus 1. Means here Px has a factor x plus 1. Here sum of the coefficients of even powers of x is equal to the sum of the coefficients of odd powers of x. This rule we have applied. Or else, when you use the factor theorem also, in one step we will get the same result. It is decided that this polynomial is having a factor x plus 1. Suppose if you use the factor theorem, according to the factor theorem, p of minus 1 is equal to, substitute minus 1 in place of x in the polynomial, minus 1 to the power of 3, minus 4 into minus 1 to the power of 2, minus 21 into minus 1, minus 24. Minus 1 whole to the power minus 3 is minus 1. Minus 1 ka whole square plus 1. 1 into minus 4, it's minus 4. Minus 29 into minus 1 is equal to plus 29. It is minus 24. Negative integers minus 24, minus 4 and minus 1. The sum of the three negative integers is minus 29 and it is a plus 29. Sum is equal to 0. This indicates a rule. If p of a is equal to 0, x minus a is a factor. It is the rule. Here p of minus 1 is equal to 0. This implies x minus minus 1. That is x plus 1 is a factor of px. If p of a is equal to 0, x minus a is a factor of px. So using the same, it is decided that x plus 1 is a factor. Suppose if it is decided that x plus 1 is a factor, then for further factorization, we follow the method like this. P of x is equal to x plus 1 into some 2x. For that, x2, one of the x is to be displaced by x plus 1. Here x square into x, x2, it is equal to this x2 quotient, then it is minus 4x square, but here we have plus x square. To get minus 4x square, it should be minus 5x square. Again, by writing x square, 1x is to be displaced by x plus 1. So minus 5x square and plus 5x plus x square is equal to minus 4x square. We have minus 29x. So for that, here minus 5x, to this minus 5x, minus 24x is to be added. Minus 24 into x plus 1. Now, x plus 1 into something, x plus 1 into something, x plus 1 into something. This is x plus 1 into x square minus 5x minus 24. It is the quotient polynomial. On dividing the polynomial by x plus 1, the quotient is this one. To this quotient, we have to do further factorization. For factorization of this quotient, we do like this: x square minus 5x minus 24. On splitting, minus 5x is equal to get a negative product minus 24x square minus 6x plus x minus 7x plus 2x. On multiplication, we don't get minus 24x square. On multiplication, this we don't get minus 24x square minus 8x plus 3x. On adding, we will get this. On multiplication, we will get this. So the correct splitting: x square minus 8x plus 3x minus 24, x into x minus 8 plus 3 into x minus 8. This is x minus 8 into x plus 3. So this factorization, on substituting x plus 1 as it is, in place of this x minus 8 into x plus 3. This is how we get factorization. A third degree polynomial, 3 linear factors or the 3 factors. This is the answer. Now let's go for the next question. A polynomial px is equal to x cube plus 5x square minus 5 minus x minus 5. In this polynomial, sum of the quotients 1 plus 5 minus 1 minus 5. Sum of the quotients is equal to 0, means x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. It is also sum of the even powers minus 5, and this is plus 5. Sum of the even powers is equal to 0, sum of the odd powers 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Even powers ka sum and odd powers ka sum is also equal, both equal to 0. Therefore, here for first case x minus 1 is a factor, and here x plus 1 is a factor. Sum of the quotients is equal to 0, x minus 1 is a factor. Even powers ka quotients sum, odd powers ka quotient sum is also equal, therefore x plus 1 is also a factor. Now there is another rule, a special question where the product of means and the product of extremes are also equal. Here product of middle terms, 5x square into minus x is minus 5x cube, x cube into minus 5 is also minus 5x cube. A special problem where x minus 1 is a factor, x plus 1 is a factor, product of middle terms and the product of extreme terms are also equal. So we can use any one of the methods, but best and suggested method and easy method is directly factorization. That is, from the first two terms take common factor, from the next two terms common factor. It is the most easy way on taking x square into x plus 5 minus 1 into x plus 5. So easily we are getting one factor, that is from the first products, from the second products, x plus 5 is a common factor. So x plus 5 on taking common factor, x minus 1, x square and minus 1. This is x plus 5 into a square minus b square identity, that is x square minus 1 is equal to x square minus 1 square, because 1 square is equal to 1. Now using that identity, x plus 1 into x minus 1. On application of this identity, we get the two factors of the polynomial x plus 1 into x minus 1. Suppose if you fail to write the order of the coefficients starting from the smaller integer value, smaller constant to the larger constant, so we can write x plus 1 into x minus 1 into x plus 5, or x minus 1 into x plus 1 into x plus 5. So whether you write this as the answer, or you write this, or you write this, all are equal. Next, we will go to the next model question. The question number 6. It is a special polynomial. A polynomial, while factoring, we have to add something, we have to subtract something. Such polynomial, it's because here we will write x to the power 4, we will write in the form of x square whole square. Y to the power 4, we will write in the form of y square whole square. In the identity for a plus b whole square, a square plus b square plus 2ab. The middle term, it should be 2ab. To make this 2ab, 2 into x square into y square. Here we have only one x square y square. To write in the form of an identity, I have made 2x square y square. So to make this statement equal to the given question, I will write minus x square y square. Because x to the power 4 is equal to this, y to the power 4 is equal to this, and 2x square y square minus x square y square, together it is equal to this one. Means the same identity we have written in the required form. Now we will do like this. For the first three terms, on application of a plus b whole square identity, it is x square plus y square whole square, and if you write in the form of a perfect square, that is xy whole square. Now successfully we get this polynomial in the form of a square minus b square identity. Suppose if you apply that identity, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b, this is x square plus y square plus xy into x square plus y square minus xy by identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. So this is how we rewrite the factors in the form of x square plus xy plus y square, or else you can say this as the answer, or x square plus xy plus y square into x square minus xy plus y square, this as the answer. Now we will go for the next question, or we can say the last question. Here a plus b plus c whole cube minus a cube minus b cube minus c cube is equal to this. It is needed to prove. It is a polynomial is equal to product of three linear polynomials or smaller polynomials. Therefore, this is factorization. In fact, this kind of polynomial, LHS is a polynomial. Polynomial this kind are called cyclic polynomials. Cyclic polynomials are slightly different. Let's go for example, if you say the polynomial is equal to a plus b plus c whole cube minus a cube minus b cube minus c cube. Now, as per the rule, px is a polynomial if p of a is equal to 0, is a polynomial if p of a is equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor. Using the rule, suppose if you consider this polynomial as polynomial in variable a and find out p of minus b, a polynomial in variable a, it is considered as, if I find a polynomial, if I find the value of the polynomial p of minus b, means as we have substituted a in place of x, here we will substitute minus b in place of a. That means in place of a, if you go on substituting minus b, minus b. This plus b as it is, c as it is. Minus in place of a minus b, that is minus b ka whole cube minus b cube minus c cube. So successfully we have substituted minus b in place of a. See what is going to happen. Minus b plus b cancel. This is a cube. This is a c cube minus b ka whole cube is minus b cube and minus of minus b cube. Minus b ka whole cube is minus b cube. This minus as it is. So inside the bracket this one minus as it is. This is minus of plus b cube. This becomes, and this is minus b cube and minus c cube as it is. C cube with plus and c cube with minus cancel, and b cube with plus and b cube with minus also cancel. Here this implies p of minus b is equal to 0, means the polynomial is having, polynomial has a minus b as its factor, means a plus b is a factor of the polynomial. It is a cyclic polynomial. Here in place of a minus b I have substituted and we have arrived at a plus b is a factor. Suppose if you consider this polynomial as polynomial with variable b, and if you find out polynomial in place of b, if you substitute minus c, again you will get 0. You can check. Since it is a cyclic polynomial, this is true. Similarly, or as it is a cyclic polynomial, b plus c and c plus a are also factors. In speciality of the polynomial, b plus c and c plus a are also the other two factors. If it is decided that factor 1, factor 2 and factor 3, we will write the polynomial in this way. This implies polynomial is equal to, or polynomial a plus b plus c whole cube minus a cube minus b cube minus c cube is equal to some constant k into a plus b into b plus c into c plus a. It is polynomial. This is a factor, this is a factor, this is a factor. The three factors of writing, there may be a constant as one of the factors of the polynomial. Therefore, this polynomial is equal to this one. Now, by equating the quotients of one of the terms of this LHS and here in RHS, we will get the value of A. It's like this. Here, on expansion, plus a cube and it's minus a cube, coefficient of a cube is 0, and similarly coefficient of b cube and coefficient of c cube are also 0 in the LHS. So let us take a square b. Every term in the LHS, since it is a homogeneous polynomial, every term is having the degree 3. Let us take a term a square b in the LHS and in RHS, and let us equate the coefficients. From that we will get the value of k. Here a plus b plus c whole cube means a plus b plus c, again a plus b plus c. The a plus b plus c whole cube is exactly this. To get a square b, from the first term I will take a, from the next term also I will take a, from the third term I have to take b, a into b. Here 1 a square b. Now the same a square b terms are, from the first term I will take the same a, from the second term instead of taking a I will take b, and from the third term I will take a. Here a b for the first case. Second case BA. Here this is also 1 A square B. With A, AB, with A, BA. Now the third one is, let us take with B. From the first term I will take B, and the second term I have to take A, third term also I have to take A. Here also B into A, this is also 1 A square B. So in the expansion of or in the multiplication we will get A square B 1, A square B 1, A square B 1, that is coefficients 1, 1, 1. On adding this is 3 A square B is the coefficient in the LHS. This is on comparing A square B. LHS is 3 A square B, or HS is A square B from the first term A, from the last term A, and the middle term is B. There is no other go. Here A into B, this is A square B into this is K. The coefficient of A square B in the RHS is K into A square B. The coefficient of A square B in the LHS is 3 A square B. These two must be equal on equating. K is equal to 3. Therefore, the polynomial A plus B plus C whole cube minus A cube minus B cube minus C cube is equal to 3 into A plus B into B plus C into C plus A. Answer, or we can say proved. It is a cyclic polynomials factorization. It's a bit different. When you have practice for a Kumho questions, you will feel easy, you will understand and you will enjoy while doing. Hope you have understood something. Thank you. If necessary, I want you to see the video repeatedly more than twice or thrice, so that for better understanding. Thank you.